Hey everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and welcome to the Hop into Spring YouTube Hop for Cheeky Studios. And today I am going to go ahead and use some cut files and a tiny bit of pattern paper, and then a few of the winter florals from the Cheeky Studio line. There is a sale going on if you'd like to get your hands on some of her products, and all you have to do is use the code SPRING50 in her shop, and I do believe it gives you 50% off. I think she's trying to get rid of some of her older stuff to bring in some new fun stuff, so make sure you head on over there, and if you're interested in cut files like these, they're very beautiful, and go ahead and get your hands on some. I will have the link in the description box and all that fun stuff. So I am cheating a little bit here. I am going to go ahead and do a spring feeling layout, but my photos are not spring. So let's see how this works out. I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to go about this. I just liked the butterflies, and I really liked the way that they were set up. I was thinking that they needed to be stitched, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do like each one of them stitched along with all of the intricate parts or what. And then I came up with the idea of doing the spraying technique, where you lay and overlay a cut file down, you mist over it, lift up the cut file, and then it gives you the outline of whatever the cut file is, mine obviously being butterflies. And so I went ahead and tried the larger one first using a very light mist, and you can see it, you definitely can see it stand out. But then the middle one that I'm going to use, I'm using a different color, and it's sprayed a little bit heavier, which I liked in the end. And so I have to go back to the other cut file and spray it a little bit heavier too, just so that it's got that little variance. And then the very top one that I use, which is the little baby butterfly, I keep nice and light because I needed that lightness to be there. I then went ahead and went back and just traced the very outline of the butterfly and stitched that in the coordinating colors that I sprayed. And that is kind of my big feature of the layout, I suppose you could say, is these really cute butterflies. And here you see I have this photo that I adore this photo so much. It is New Year's of 2018, and my little one's just having a little smooch there. So cute. And yes, I am scrapping 2018 photos, the beginning of 2018. I jump around when I scrap. I am not chronological. That's not the right word. Chronological. Oh, Christy. And so I found these ones that kind of matched what I was going for, and so I went with it. And I'm going to do a little bit of layering. I had a leftover 4x6 card from a project I had used a long time ago, and it is from one of the lines from Cheeky Studio, and I just used that for the color that I was inspired by. I used a little bit of the tissue paper that my sometimes when you I cannot talk today. When you get your products and your ephemera packs and stuff, they come in the beautiful, beautiful tissue paper. She always picks the coolest tissue paper. And so I've been hoarding it, and I use just a little bit, some for the photo and some for that piece over there. And then I try to play with where it's going to go where, and I get stuck here. This is where I'm like, I don't really know. This isn't really... Sometimes when you do something so far over, like this is very, very justified, right? With the butterflies over on that side, and then the left side is very blank, even though I have pattern paper there. But adding that stuff, but then the problem is you have to make them tie in together. They can't just be like two separate things and then be like, yeah, that works. Well, I guess you could. If that is your style, you do that. Please, I'm not telling you what to do. You do you. For me, it doesn't work for me. And so I was having a really hard time figuring out how I was going to connect this side with the photo and the butterflies and all the fun stuff with just a little bit of something on the other side, assuming my title of some sort or my journaling would go over there. So I struggle, and I go through all of the ephemera packs that I have from Cheeky Studios, and I go right back to the winter florals in the end, but I tried them all out. I like the idea of having the flower tucked underneath the butterflies, and I really liked these bright colors, and they definitely say spring, but the problem is they really weren't jiving with my photo. And so I just was like, I'm not really sure what I want to do, and I end up grabbing a second piece of pattern paper, which is the B side of the floral that I used. And I'm going to go ahead and you'll see I layer it down on the left hand side. And I like that contrast that it gave, and it was already torn, so I just kind of overlaid it, left it with the tissue paper, and I'm much happier with that. And then I decided I'm going to move my photo over to that side as well. And like I said, I went back to the winter florals, so I used that big floral I had already had. I also took a little bit of a corner piece up and used that to, again, that helps cross the divide that I have. And I put that in the right hand corner so that then it's all kind of tying in together. And then I used that huge butterfly to be my title spot, and I think that it worked out perfectly. It's what it really needed. And so my title is just going to say, "Yay, welcome 18." Now that green one is very green, and you're going to see me fix that in a minute. But I'm also realizing that my photo, as much as I love it and I chose it for this layout, it is not jiving. And so now I have to figure out what photo I can use because I really want to use this word welcome. I love the way it looks over that butterfly. And thankfully, I happen to have a photo of myself from 2018 that I hadn't scrapped yet. And it's light enough and airy enough that it actually works. I think the problem with the other photo is my daughter's shirt and then it was a darker photo because it was taken at night, whereas this one I took against a white background, and so it was just a little bit lighter. And so that is going to be my photo. And here you can see I added a little bit of gesso to that one, and then I'm using this, it's a Bo Bunny, I believe. Oh, darn it. It is. Yeah, Bo Bunny, and it's just a silver paint. It's a stencil paste is what it's called, but it's in silver, and it just helped lighten it up just enough so that it meshed with my layout, which is what I needed because that green was just a little too green. So I'm loving that. I'm going to go ahead and add this Delightful Day banner back and put it over the floral. I like that. That's going to be another embellishment place. And then I'm going to add a little tiny bit down at the bottom. And I think I'm good. You're going to see me wave to you and all of that. I put my journaling in between the butterflies that I already had planned out. And then I was sitting and talking to my kids, and this layout was just out front in front of me, and I just kept playing and just added more and more and more as I was going about it. And then my son was like, "Mommy, I want to help you." And so he chose a few places where some sequins are going to go, and that is going to do it for this layout. So be sure you check out everyone else. The links are in the description box below. Enjoy the hop, enjoy the sale, and I hope you are having a great start to your spring. I have been looking forward to it. We didn't have a crazy winter, but February was insane. It was like winter all in the matter of 2 weeks. It was just absolutely crazy. So I'm happy to have some sunshine and some warmth, and I'm just excited for the spring. There's a look at my final layout, and I'll see everyone really soon with another project.